Good evening, peeps. I'm Ariel Grace, and tonight we're having a good talk. So, we're going to be talking about like spiritual hygiene and angels, and we're going to be talking about like all kinds of fun stuff. And next week, hopefully, I will have somebody on that is pretty awesome herself. And you never know what could happen with us crazy people, right? Okay. So tonight we're going to be talking about cutting cords. What are the cords and heartstrings? A lot of you recently have asked me about cording and the effects of it, what it does to you, and how can you stop it. So we're going to go into it a little bit more. I know I've talked about it before, but um, this time we're going to go through it a little bit more deeply, okay? Because I feel like a lot of us empower ourselves by one learning and two doing, right? So the more we do for ourselves, the better our lives are, the more quality our lives are, right? Okay. So we're going to start with angels because well, the angels actually really help us. And a lot of you do not believe that your angels help you, but they actually do. And so we're gonna have a little talk about that. But first, um, part of the guardian angels' work is to assist us with our spiritual hygiene, to make sure that we're um, we're clear. That the cords are cut, that our energy is up or vibrating high. You know what I'm saying? So, and also it's a thinning of the veils. So you'll be able to connect easier right now to Mercury goes retrograde in November. Yay, right? Everybody's always excited about that, especially this time of year. Mercury always goes retrograde sometime in November and it goes out in December. So we have that to look forward to as well. So I thought let's practice some clearing work so we're ready, right? We're ready for it. We're ready for the holidays. We got it going on, right? So, and that's really why I'm doing this tonight. Okay. So, we're going to start out with the Archangel Michael and the Archea Faith. They are so awesome. And we have to remember that angels are angels, right? They don't really have any human qualities. And they also are very focused on their role. So the Archangel Michael and the Archea Faith are the head of the guardian angels. They run them. And so everybody has a guardian angel. Sometimes people have more than one guardian angel. It just depends on the person and how much help they might need. A guardian angel is your guide, your guard, and your protector. All right. And they can actually help you in your life. So ask your guardian angel for assistance. And if it is for your highest and best good, they will assist you. All right. That's their job. That's what they're meant to be there to do. So, try that, Hey, Joanne. So, try that. Ask them for assistance. Get it going on. Okay. We'll talk more about it in just a second. Um, okay. Okay. So, the Archaea Faith and the Archangel Michael, they are the heads of the guardian angels. All right. So, they're here to assist us with guiding, guarding, and protecting. And the Archangel Michael has this awesome sword. Okay. It's nice and sharp. It's lovely. And it can, hey, mom. so, so what it can do is slice through anything easily. And it also, as it slices, it cauterizes. So that means it heals it as it goes through, right? All right. So, hey Mary, Mary, Blueberry, Banana, Fana, Blueberry. Okay. So I am not a religious person. And when I learned about the angels in this way, I shifted my focus over to like being more spiritual about it, right? So one of the things that I do want to recommend is that see that book back there? It's called or that way. It's called Angels, a Psychic Story. It talks about angels and who they are and what they do and all that other fun stuff. So not in a religious sense though. Okay. All right. So remember not to humanize angels. They're not your honey buns. All right. I know there's a lot of fiction out there talks about angels being honey buns, but angels really aren't honey buns, right? Okay. All right. So they're angels. They're here to assist us and during our life. All right. So angels don't punish anyone. I had somebody one time complaining at me because they're like, "Oh, angels aren't nice. They punish people." Angels do not punish anybody. No. They don't force. They don't do anything like that. They make way. They assist us in whatever project that we're working on, right? Sometimes they give us advice and we're like, "What?" But it always ends up being okay. Yeah. Yeah. It kinda helps us not be so resistant to life. Okay. Alright. So you don't need to worship angels. You can say thank you. I always say thank you whenever they make way for me. Like, you know, I swear, like, my angels guided me to the museum here in Greensboro, the Greensboro History Museum, to, like, do tours in the cemetery there, because it's just, like, so awesome. And it gives me great joy to be able to be in the cemetery, although I sneeze a lot. But, and that's why I told them the other day while I was doing tours, even now I feel like I gotta sneeze when I think about it. Um, when I was doing tours, I was like, "Hey, you guys can make this less of a sneezy place. That'd be great. It'd be perfect then." But all I do when I ask for something is I always say thank you because I am grateful for their assistance, right? And so you should be too. Okay. They don't always work on our timeline. That's the other thing too. Angels don't always work on our timeline. So just to let you know, all right? All right. So, one of the things that the Archaic Faith taught me was discernment, to be very discerning, especially when it comes to something that I'm investing my time in. So, and remember to be flexible as you're moving through whatever it is you're working on. All right. Okay. So, remember to not to be too harsh. Do not judge. Everyone is going through their own stuff right now, all the time. And so sometimes we may not agree with how they're doing it, but that's okay. Just be okay with it. Like, okay, you got your stuff. Cool. You do you, right? You just do you. All right. So, the invocation that I use, actually, there's several invocations here. When I'm going to cut cords for myself and or other people, because when I do soul retrieval or even when I'm just doing energy work, I always invoke the Archangel Michael and the Archaic Faith to assist because he's going to be cutting cords and she's going to fill us with divine light. So when we're doing that, we want that assistance. It really helps us. It helps a practitioner and it helps the person that we're working with. So, and you can do this for yourself. All right? You can. It's okay. All right. So, here's the invocation for cutting and cauterizing. I invite and invoke Archangel Michael to cut and cauterize all cords leading in and out of me, no longer serving me. I invite and invoke Archaea Faith to fill me with divine light. Thank you. That's it. See? So easy. So when I travel, when I'm driving, um, I always say this invocation. I invite and invoke Archangel Michael and Archaea Faith to guide, guard, and protect me and keep me out of harm's way. Right? Okay. So, because like they are our, again, guides, guards, protectors. Right? So we'll get back to the cord cutting thing in a second. But I just want you to um, hear the invocations, because when you say the invocations, make sure that you mean it, right? That it's meaningful. It comes from your solar plexus. Are you willing? Is your heart into it? Do you have a strategy? Bring that will up and say the words. Okay. Okay. So I just want to go over guardian angels. So, guardian angels are there to make way for us. They're there to guide, guard, and protect us and assist us in all things that we do, right? So, they will let you know if you're on the right track, if you're there, right? So, here's one of the prayers, and I bet all of you have heard this before. This is one of the guardian angel prayers. Angel of guard, angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day or night, be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. All right. So that is something that we're taught, like what, in catechism when we first get there. That's like your first test. What's the guardian angel prayer? All right. So Kendra, the one that does astrology with me, and she's going to be back in November for astrology for November, because November is a busy month. Holy cow. A lot of stuff going on in November. And the energy in November, what? It's going to be rocking. All right. So Kendra was having some issues. And I told her, I said, tell your guardian angel to help you out. Smooth it out, iron out all the wrinkles so that you can get it going on. And she did, and she was amazed. As soon as she said it, things started happening all around her, and she was like, wow, this is great. So ask them for assistance. Okay, that's their job, that's what they're there for. Okay. So, and trust that they have your highest good in mind, right? Okay. You'll get everything you want and more, right? It may not come the way you want, but it'll happen. All right. Hey, Ma. That's right. They're not humans. They are here to assist. See, my mom knows. I think I've told her that a whole bunch of times. So, all right. So now we're going to talk about chords and chording. Okay. So some of you are part of my accountability people. So some of you may know this already, and that's okay. We're going to do a review. Chords and chording. All right. So every day when we're out and about, we're doing stuff, you know, um, we chord or they chord. People will chord into us. And what they are is like these little golden threads, little golden threads. And It's just somebody, a lot of times people don't even realize what they're doing. And cords, if a cord comes and it's like a thicker cord, they could they can actually make you really tired because what's going on is we've talked about energy vampires. Energy vampires do this. They like cord into you and like suck your energy out. Okay. So we don't like energy vampires. And as soon as you start feeling that feeling of, you know, lack of energy, irritation, fuzziness, step away. Remember to set up boundaries. It's okay to, you don't have to yell at them or anything. Just set up some boundaries. Oh, okay. Yeah. You need to go away. Sometimes if I am talking to people, I will step back. I will just step back because I can just feel it coming at me. And so it is a golden cord. We call them golden cords. They do look golden. They're yellow or gold. Um, the older cords are a little bit more like tarnished looking gold. Okay. And usually they're bigger. All right. So your older cords, a lot of times, are from other lifetimes. And so, what we have to do, like when we're doing energy work or soul retrieval, is follow that golden cord out to see where it came from. All right. It may come from somebody that you actually know in this lifetime that corded into you, I don't know, a couple lifetimes ago. When we cut the cord, remove the cord, you'll feel a difference on how you feel towards that person, and that person will probably call you because they're not getting that energy anymore, right? Because that's what the energy is. That's what golden cords do is they pull energy, right? Not in a good way. So sometimes when we're like really tired, we may want to check our energy fields and feel where if there's a part of our even our physical body that doesn't feel good, you know, and see if there's anything there. If there is, cut and cauterize those cords. Invoke the Archangel Michael and the Archaic Faith and have them come in, cut them out, baby. You don't want that stuff there. All right. Kendra, I love you. All right. So, and I miss you. All right. So, you want to cut and cauterize those cords. If you can't cut and cauterize those cords, get a hold of me or Melinda. Melinda Carver does an excellent cord cutting ceremony. She invokes the Archangel Michael. I mean, it is beautiful. And I've had her do my cords, had her cut my cords. And whoa, I felt like a whole brand new person afterwards. It was really awesome. And I always recommend that people have them done whenever they have big changes coming up or they've gone through some big changes. Cut them. Because what you're doing is you're cutting out all the goo and cooties from other people, right? Get rid of them. All right. So that's what they look like. They look like golden cords coming out of you. And some of them may be attached to your chakras, some not. They might be attached to like your core somewhere. They might be attached to your shoulder, so and maybe you've had the shoulder ache for like who knows how long. And so once you have that cord cutting ceremony, that stuff is off of you, right? And there's more energy and you feel better. And that's just an example. Okay, not everybody's going to have cords in their shoulders. All right. So Melinda does a great cord cutting ceremony. Melinda Carver. Check her out on Facebook. And or you may want to do some soul retrieval with me, and that's okay too. And I'll let you know if you're ready for soul retrieval. I'm not just going to go in and say, "Yeah, let's do it." I'll say, "You know what? You're going to need some energy sessions first. Let's prep you." All right, because soul retrieval is a big deal. Cord cutting is a big deal, and you want to make sure that you're nice and clean and clear and you feel good. You know. Okay. All right. So practicing this every day is going to assist you with feeling better. I've had people cord into me, and like I had this one person cord into me. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. It was like over by my second chakra. It was freaking horrible. I ended up on the floor with my kids looking down at me like, "Are you okay?" Like, "No." You know? And it's a good thing I had good people around me to help me out with that. And so we got that fixed up, we got the cord removed, we were able to tell the person who absolutely did not know that they did it, they were just like, "Whoa," you know? But it happens for all kinds of crazy reasons, right? Alright. Remember, if you get a cord cutting ceremony or if you do soul retrieval, you need to wait 3 to 5 days for your energy field to balance out. All right. Don't get any other kind of energy work done during those 3 to 5 days because you've just cleared out a bunch of goo and cooties. You may feel like you've lost something. You may feel really sad. You may feel, I don't know, like a little anxious because you're not used to feeling clear, right? So remember that if you do have work done. All right. Hey, Maria. So, um, so make sure that, and then just chill out for 3 to 5 days. Okay. Okay. The other thing that I do too is I don't let a lot of people touch me. So, like, I will hug people that I know. I will shake hands with people. But if I feel somebody coming up to me that just, ugh, I will actually step back from them and put my hands up. Like, don't don't come near me. And I know that sounds weird, but I've been doing it for a while because sometimes people are just too much. And so I have to step back. And it's okay. Hey Tara, um, it's okay if you do that because what are you doing? You are taking care of yourself, right? It's okay to take care of yourself. And if you have to step back, step away, you go, you do it. Rock on with your bad self, right? That's called knowing yourself, empowerment. Yes. Right. So remember to create boundaries for yourself and others. All right. Boundaries are a form of self love, loving self. And you want to express self love all the time. Self love is love, 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 love. Right? Yeah. Because that's what I talk about a lot is love, right? We want to make sure we love ourselves, take care of ourselves, because if we have families or people that depend on upon us, we want to have the energy to take care of them. And how do we do that? Love ourselves. Okay. Okay, does anybody have any questions? 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 If you have questions, put them in the comments. I can see questions from Facebook and I can see questions from YouTube. So if you have questions, put them in the comments so I can see them and I'll answer them as best as I can. Okay? Okay. All right. So that's the thing on courting. If you want to know more about it and stuff, oh, that's what I was supposed to say. Okay. I brought these guys up. If you want to know more about courting, chakras, and energy work, check out my book. This one. I'm Psychic, Not Telepathic. Clearing with Purpose, the Goo and Cooties book. All right. These two books have homework in them. Do the homework. It's fun. You'll like it. It's not all cranky homework. It's fun homework. Okay. Okay. Does it take multiple sessions to cut with family or exes? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does take multiple sessions, and because they will try to keep courting back in, and you'll have to like recognize when it happens so that you can smack it down. Um, if you if you have a family of a bunch of energetic vampires and like you want to just clear that energy out, have Melinda do a cord cutting ceremony and then check yourself, or have me check you to make sure that those cords have not come back in. All right. Set up really good boundaries. Like, hey, I'm not going to be talking to you anymore. Okay. It's okay. It's all good. Everybody can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Right. Right. Okay. Um, Yes, I will be sending prayers. Okay, so if you need prayers, let me know because I also am going to be requesting. Well, I'll do it now. Requesting prayers for the people that are affected by Hurricane Helene and the people in Florida that are affected by both hurricanes. If you can afford to, please donate. If you can, because they need stuff. Oh my gosh, they need food. They need like like stuff that we take advantage of, like they need toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, towels. They need everything because a lot of the people have lost their lives. So, Mary, um, text me the people, okay? And if it's for the family, I'll get you. I got you. All right. Okay. So, where was I? Oh, heartstrings. Here we go. All right. So I hope I covered that for the courting. Does anybody else have questions for that? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So now we're going to talk about heartstrings. The angel prayers, the invocations, if you have Angels of Psychic Story, the invocations are in that book. Yeah, they're in that book. And I'm going to be everything that I talk about tonight is going up on my blog tomorrow. So the invocations will be in the blog as well. All right. The Clarity 101 blog on my website, arielgrace.net. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so heartstrings. Many of you have asked me about heartstrings. You've heard about heartstrings. I've spoke about heartstrings. I think I have a couple psychic tip of the day videos with heartstrings. So, heartstrings are connected to our heart. Those strings are gold also, and they're very fine gold. And those strings go out to the people that we love. So, every day, it's always good to sit, connect to your heart chakra, breathe light into the chakra until you feel it fill up, and then allow that energy to flow through you and all around you. Okay? Just let that energy of love flow through you and all around you. And when you do that, you're connecting to your heart and the heartstrings. And you can intend, or you can visualize the person, like maybe it is your child or your mom or your BFFs, and you just like breathe into those heartstrings and you breathe love into them and allow that love to flow to them. And you can just do it. You can do one person at a time. You know, I do that, especially when I'm driving. I'll do it. I don't know why I do it like that. But when I'm driving, sometimes I just like focus on somebody and send them love. Send them love. And that's what you're doing. And you're making that love connection stronger. We want those heartstrings to be nice and strong. We want that love to flow through them and to our person. Because when we send love, we don't exhaust ourselves, we don't tire ourselves. Instead, it's energizing because why? Love is energy, right? That's love. So remember this too, fear is the absence of love. So we want to take ourselves out of a place of fear, boom, and put ourselves in a place of love. That way, we are like always solid, right? When we are in a place of love and we are exuding love, what happens? Loving people connect with us. That is really good. That's what we want, right? We want to spread the love. All right. Because we want to make sure, to keep up that high vibe. Love is the highest frequency of all. If we can stay in a space of love, we're rocking it. All right. Oh, you're Melinda Carver's cousin? Yay! I love Melinda Carver. That's what these guys are. These are my psychic story series books are all of my workshops. That's why there's homework in it. You got to empower yourself, baby. All right. So, heartstrings, love, spread that love, right? Hey, Maureen. All right. So, remember to send love through your heartstrings every day, even if it's one person or two people, because when you send that love to people, it helps them feel so much better. It helps them feel more at ease. And then they're like, I don't know what just happened, but that was good. And then it can change their whole day. All right. All right. So this is a show on chords and chording. Now, does anybody have any questions? Thanks, Maureen. You rock, honey bun. Yeah. If you have questions, put them in the comments. I'll see them, and that way I can answer them. But remember, too, like to connect to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the mediator for all of the chakras, the uppers and the lowers. So that's where everything kind of meets, grounding, connecting, right? So we always want to be vertical, we always want to be grounded into the earth, we want to be centered and connected to source, right? When that happens, energy flows. The energy is cycling and flowing through you so you don't feel heavy and tired. Instead, you're up, you're moving, you're grooving. All right? That's what we want. Moving and grooving, right? That's what we talk about all the time. I have not met a light worker that does not talk about high frequency. Okay? High frequency is awesome, especially for you folks that want to be, ascensions. You want to ascend, you got to get up there. You got to roll it. You gotta raise yourself up. And it doesn't mean that you're laughing and giggling all day. It just means that you feel good, right? And you're not taking other people personally. You're not feeling that because when you feel that you open yourself up to what? Courting. All right. Don't do it. Instead, like, yeah, okay, gotta go. Things to do, people to see, places to go, because all of us do, right? So we want to feel good and get into that place of feeling good. Yeah. All right, cool. So please say prayers for the people that are affected by the hurricanes and anyone else that you feel needs prayers. Remember to wrap people up in love. Pink blankets, babies. Wrap them up in those pink energy blankets. Let them feel it. All right. Okay. So, everybody be well. Be well. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next week. And remember, keep your heart open and aligned with the energy of love. Bye.